Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. This is week 4 of our $25 grocery challenge and pantry build. I really want to show that you can eat pretty decently on $25 and build a pantry at the same time, but you have to plan. I also take advantage of coupons when I can. Those are few and far between here for the things that I'm interested in, and also store loyalty programs. I'm a member of several different store loyalty programs, 3 actually that I can think of the top of my head. One is PC Optimum. That is Superstore, Shoppers Drug Mart, No Frills, Independent Grocer. Those are all places where you can earn and redeem points. They also have a bank account. You can earn points for this no-fee bank account from money that you spend out of the account. But I earn the majority of my points simply by paying my bills. I have my paycheck direct deposited into the free bank account. I pay my bills out of the bank account each month, and for each bill I pay, I get 1,000 points, up to 5,000 a month. And that means every other month I get $10 worth of free groceries, because 10,000 points equals $10 free. So I am going to redeem 10,000 points for $10 this week, and you can see what I was able to get with that. But that's a great program. There's also Air Miles, and there's also the Scene program. One of our big grocery chains just switched over to the Scene program recently, and I do take advantage of that sometimes. I just get more points with PC Optimum. But I really encourage you, look at your local grocery stores. Look at where you shop a lot. Do they have any kind of free loyalty programs that you could belong to? You never know if this would work for you unless you check it out and try it. So I encourage you to do that. It really opens up what we're able to spend each month on our groceries. So it might be something that will work for you as well. I also just wanted to touch base. It was Thanksgiving this week. So we were invited to 2 separate meals, Thanksgiving meals, and they were both afternoon meals. So both days you will see that we are only having breakfast and then one big meal in the middle of the afternoon. Obviously we didn't eat lunch, because then you'd be full when you go as a guest somewhere else, and we were full when it came to supper. So that also played into what I was cooking this week. It's nice to be a guest. Anyways, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, that would be great to do. And maybe you're watching this on our Facebook page. Either way, thank you so much for your support. I love comments, and I love to know where you're watching from and what my prices compare to here in Nova Scotia to where you are local. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great week. Week 4 looks a little bit different from week 1, 2, and 3. Week 1, 2, and 3, I was trying to get as many ingredients as I possibly could to build that pantry as quickly as I could, so that I could have more variety and more options available to me. And because of the work that I did in week 1, 2, and 3, week 4 has allowed me to purchase some bigger ticket items. Over half of my budget went to two items alone, and I'm okay with that. I'm excited with that because they'll work well with other things that I already have. And also I was able to take advantage of the PC Optimum program and redeem, the minimum amount that you can redeem is $10. And so I was able to redeem $10 there as well. I want to show you what I got. It was really exciting. So I wasn't planning on buying a ham. I kind of was looking continuously for a turkey. I was looking at Walmart. They have turkeys that are flat rate. So if you get a 3 to 5 kg turkey, it's $15. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to spend $15 of the budget and get a turkey. And they didn't have any left. I delayed, or I guess not even delayed. I wasn't there when the turkeys were there, and they were gone, and the only ones they had left were the more expensive ones, and that didn't work for my budget. So I was in Superstore and they had an in-store special for ham for $1.99 a pound. I didn't actually realize that it was on sale. And so I was just kind of hovering around the bin of them thinking I can redeem points. I can get a ham and I can redeem points and I'll just pay the difference. And the majority of the hams were between $12 and $15. And I was just kind of digging around, hoping to find a cheap one. And I was thinking cheap would be like on the lower end of $12. And I found this one, $7.06. I was super excited. I feel this is a pretty big ham. So really exciting. Not only was I able to redeem for this, but I was able to add other items into my purchase and redemption. The beef broth they had on for members only for 79 cents. And they had grapes on for $1.99 a pound. So my total was $10.28. I redeemed $10. So for those 3 items, just 28 cents out of my budget. I'm always really excited when I can redeem at Superstore. I work hard and make smart decisions to make sure that those points build up. And the easiest way for me is just by paying my bills out of my PC account. They give me 1,000 points for every bill that I pay out of my bank account, up to 5 each month. And so every other month, so 5,000 a month, every other month, I earn $10 worth of groceries free. So I think that is super easy. I don't even have to buy anything. I'm just paying my bills and getting rewarded for it. I did end up going back to Sobeys. So for anybody who watched week 3, they had an in-store special. No, it wasn't even an in-store special. It was just $2.99 for these lean ground veal. And I did go back and pick up a package for this week. I actually bought the majority of my items, besides for Superstore, at Walmart. I got this World Taco Kit, Caribbean jerk inspired, for $3. So it comes with 10 shells, some fancy sauce, and the actual taco mix for like the filling. And I kind of was thinking I was gonna do chicken. It's supposed to be chicken. But chicken was really expensive everywhere, and randomly I just decided that I was going to do it with shrimp. This is just the regular price at Walmart. The packages are 625 grams. White shrimp, it's pre-cooked, and they are $9.99. So I might even use a quarter of that for my tacos and then have the rest for other dishes that I want to make. I really like having them in stir fries, and I have all kinds of veggies that I can do that with. So that opens up a lot of opportunities for me. And I've really been wanting wraps. I've been watching the flyers for them the last couple weeks. They haven't been on sale. So the regular prices are like between $4 and $5 for this size, these bigger tortilla shells. And the small ones are between $3 and $4. And this pack of great value Walmart brand, 15 of the large ones are $5.97. So I just splurged. I have all kinds of things that we can make in wraps. And so I'm excited about that. I have had it in my mind ever since I saw that lean ground veal that I wanted to make a chili. But beans and putting beans in it, like the cans aren't $1 anymore. They haven't been on sale. The little packages of chili powder haven't been on sale. And then I thought about going to the bulk barn. I got these black turtle beans, these pinto beans, and this chili powder for $1.19. I think that's pretty good. I mean, one package this week. And that the powder, the Clubhouse mixes were on sale this week, but they were 4 for $5. So that's $1.25 each. And the Clubhouse packs only have 35 grams of, I guess, spices inside of them. So this was a really good value, and I'll probably do this from now on. I never want to put a full can of beans in, especially for a small batch like what I'm going to be making. So just buying a few beans works out much better for me. And then you see my pumpkin. My brother-in-law grew this pumpkin and gave it to me. Most of the ones he grew are for jack-o'-lanterns for his family and whoever he decides to give them to. But this one was missing the top, so he decided that it was no good for a jack-o'-lantern and I could have it for cooking. So that was really great. So if you've been kind of following along with my totals, I'm not at $25 yet. I'm at $23.52, and I am kind of holding back. I do have mushrooms here that I want to use in a chili later this week, but not enough for what I think of a chili. So they were on sale this week at Lawton's. Canned mushrooms were, but when I went in, there was none left. So I am either hoping that they get some in stock and I can pick up maybe 2 cans of them, or perhaps I can get some fresh ones that are on sale. Either way, that's what I'm holding the money back for. I want to get mushrooms for my chili. Anyways, this is going to be amazing. Like, I can't even believe I got a ham for $7.06 and then got it for free because I redeemed my points. This is a really good week. Carrots, we still haven't even washed them yet. Still have the dirt from the ground on them. So these will go into my supplies as well. Thanksgiving meal number 1. We're going to try something a little bit different for today's smoothie. I've already got half of a banana in there. I have processed the Swiss chard, so that'll go straight in the freezer, and I'm going to use kind of the worst of it for today, and that is maybe about 1/3 of the amount of Swiss chard that I've been putting in the other smoothies, because I'm going to use either strawberry jam or grapes. I still haven't decided what yet. I decided to just go with jam today and see what that tastes like, and you can see the color is totally different from any of my other smoothies. That was extra super delicious, really good. I can't believe I never thought to do that before. And I've got tons of jams, homemade jams, all different flavors. So that really opens up possibilities for me. A relative of mine got this cheese. So I don't know if you can see, it's made by BioLife. It's 100% vegan. So it's cheese-like product. And she didn't like it. And she bought 4 packages of it. So she is giving them to me to see if I like them. If not, I'll pass them on to somebody else, but I have hope. I did sample this little one that they had opened when they tried it, and I thought it was okay. So 2 packages of Tex-Mex, 1 shredded cheddar and 1 shredded mozzarella, and we're gonna pop them in the freezer and just eat the Tex-Mex that's open. We're gonna try it. Having that pre-prepared soup for lunch today and some grapes. Tonight is Taco Tuesday, and I am going to try my World Taco Kit Caribbean Jerk with shrimp. I've got onions and peppers here. I'm going to add my shrimp in. I'm only making half the package. So it calls for a pound of chicken. So it would be like a half a pound of chicken if I was doing chicken. So I'm going to do about 200 grams of shrimp. Shrimp is cooking. Of course, it's shrunk up quite a bit. And I've got half of the package of spices, the Caribbean Jerk spices in with it. Smells good. Curious. These are very big, 10 little shells inside the package. 3 Caribbean Jerk shrimp tacos with vegan cheese, lactose-free sour cream, and homemade salsa, and the last bit of that romaine lettuce. I really had to dig through just to get those pieces that were good enough for these. It's totally turned. It turned super fast, and the rest has got to go. Starting to make a soup. I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff together. So this has in it some of the leftover spaghetti sauce, just over a half of one of the cartons of beef broth. I added yellow beans, the peas and carrot mix, um, potatoes, and all of the rest of the spinach that I had. So this will help me be a little more prepared throughout the week and using up a bunch of my ingredients. The soup turned out fantastic. It smells really good, looks good, nice and thick. So I have prepared 4 for lunches, 1 for in the freezer for a day maybe that I'm not totally prepared. And this was just with food that I was getting kind of best before. That spaghetti sauce definitely needed to be used, frozen, done something with. The spinach, again, that was on its little last little bit. Cooking it up in a soup worked perfect. I'm very happy with this. Because I made soup with part of the pasta sauce, that leftover spaghetti sauce, I decided to hold off on the chili until next week because the flavors would be fairly similar. So with my leftover budget, I bought a can of black olives, $1.47. And I'll look next week maybe for some mushrooms for chili. I'm gonna make some Philly cheese steak. Here is the everything cut up into thin slices and stirred together. I'm gonna bake it and then top it with some of the vegan mozzarella cheese and then put it on my buns. These look good, and now I'm gonna add the cheese. Delicious Philly cheesesteak for supper. And there's so much left over. Definitely enough for one more supper, lunches, depending on if I put them in the buns or the wraps. I have a craving for poutine, so I have cut up some potatoes, and I kind of chuckle because I have all random kinds of potatoes. And I'm going to use some of this vegan cheese that we got. I'm going to take out some of my little chicken broth pucks and I'm going to make some gravy. I'm really excited. I'm going to put these potatoes in the air fryer. 3 of my little broth pucks and I'm going to make some gravy. I'll probably have to add a bit of water, but we'll see once those melt. Poutine for supper. Someone brought a cake into work. Yay, yay cake. Cheesesteak, leftovers, and cucumbers for supper. We are at the end of week 4 and we have accumulated an awful lot of food on just the $25 a week. I am going to quickly review what we have left. 4 boxes of crackers, frozen vegetables. We have cauliflower, broccoli, peas and carrots mixed, Swiss chard, yellow beans. We have the ham, which I'm going to leave out because we are going to have that next week, week 5. This is the leftover shells from Taco Tuesday, frozen. One of my pre-prepared soups, the leftover pasta sauce, lean ground veal, portion sizes of lean ground beef, or I guess it's medium ground beef. I have chicken, 3 pork chops, chicken wings, shrimp, chicken sausages. We have all kinds of baking supplies, flour, brown sugar, vanilla, oatmeal. We have some spices. I have half the pack left of the Caribbean jerk taco mix. 1 entire beef broth left. That was the vegan cheese. We have been eating it very quickly, and we're sharing it in the household. It's just not exclusively for me. So we have the mozzarella is open, the Tex-Mex is open, and the cheddar is not open. 5 eggs still left. I never really get them out. I haven't been getting out my fresh food, but we have 4 apples left over from those apples that I had in week 1. We have grapes, cheese, 4 buns, carrots. This is half, or not quite half, I guess maybe a third left of the beef broth. I used it in the soup this week. Carrots, squash. We have margarine and sour cream and mayo and milk. A third of a bag of nachos. I didn't have any of those this week. And for leftovers, this is the leftover Philly cheesesteak, definitely enough for a meal or some lunches. And this is one of the soups that I had done. I made this soup, I guess, later in the week, and I only had 3 work days left when I did that. So I had 3 soups at work. I think I'm gonna transition this into one of the freezer containers and have it for a meal, like an emergency meal when I don't have anything prepared. I have pastas opened, teeny little bit of that spaghetti left, fusilli unopened, macaroni, and another package of fusilli, rice, ramen noodles, and of course none of this includes any of the fresh veggies from the garden, like tomatoes and cucumbers and zucchini and peppers and jalapenos. We harvested some broccoli. So none of that is shown here either. So a lot. We have a lot, all kinds of choices. We did amazing in the first 4 weeks. I'm gonna stick this out for another couple. The whole point is kind of to give hope and to show that on a little, very little budget, you can eat and you can accumulate a lot of food as well. You just have to make smart choices, be thoughtful, look for sales, take advantage of things like store incentive programs, and there you go. I totally forgot to show my pumpkin and all of my tortilla shells that I have left. There's just so much stuff left that I forget. I forget things.